Hi.
How's it going?
Okay. How's it going with you?
Remember me testifying at Giardello's trial?
Vividly.
What this is about? He don't think I'm any different, Sinclair. Thinks with his looking down attitude he can put me right back there.
And I think that that's the last time you want to spend a day on the subject of what may or may not be going on in James Sinclair's head.
I'm just saying my impression. This evil Sinclair thinks he can get me acting like an ignorant Polak drunk, can't control his temper.
Anyway, Andy, how about coming out before you prune?
Yeah, I'm done in here. Thinks I've just been hiding it. I really haven't changed.
Which we know isn't true.
No, I'm just saying my impression. My impression is his impression.
Which counts for what, Andy? That bald-headed scumbag's impression?
Nothing.
A shyster for hire to any mobbed up guinea with a $7 wig?
$7 was retail. A Giardello's wig.
You know what James Sinclair's opinion counts for? This.
How's it going, man?
Morning, Shannon. What do we got?
Tell the truth, I'm not 100% sure. That kid's been around my sector like the last 3 months. Sad-faced little mutt, you know?
You collar him for that?
Supposedly lives with his older brother. May or may not be bogus.
I'm waiting to hear his transgression.
He's got this under his arm today. He sees me coming, his mug goes totally wrong. What's in the bag, Marcello? This is mine, this is mine. Good, where's the receipt?
No receipt.
But here's the thing, Danny. He wasn't crying like a kid caught wrong, you know what I mean?
But he is crying.
Yeah, Shannon, I bought it off another kid. Let me keep it. At least let me keep the damn jacket. Like a tough little kid did something horrible for what he bought.
Let me talk to him.
Unless I'm too close to it, you know what I mean? Or if he's a decent enough kid.
Marcello.
Yeah, I like the movie star.
Yeah, good. How's it going, Marcello?
Great. This is Detective Sorensen.
How about we talk upstairs? Would that be great also?
Thanks a lot, Shannon.
Did he say anything with collaring you?
Hey, relax, Marcello.
Sure.
Hey, did you steal this jacket?
No.
Well, you didn't steal it. You're leaving here with it. Anyone I should call and tell them where you are?
Yeah, call and tell him I'm in jail.
You're not in jail, Marcello. But that was a dumb question if you wanted me to call. Anyway, you didn't boost the jacket.
Right.
You bought it off some other kid
Right.
who probably boosted the jacket. How much you pay for it?
$40.
Where'd you get the 40?
Why I gotta account for my earnings? What is this, Bosnia?
Yeah, this is a new youth earnings accountability program that we're putting in off their lead.
Odd jobs.
Odd jobs and chores. You earn the money to buy your jacket. Name a job.
Airplane pilot.
Name one job you did toward earning the $40. And don't be a wise ass.
Put up flyers for lame rock concerts.
Stick 'em on over post no bills. That's a couple years in slam right there. Do anything made you upset? I'll note you shook your head no. But can you give me that answer verbally in your usual wiseacre tone?
No, I didn't do anything to upset me earning the 40.
Excellent.
Can I go?
No. Let's extend our chat somewhat. Want a soda?
What are you, a perv?
No, I'm not a perv. Want a soda?
No. Can I go?
No, you can't go yet, Marcello.
Ass.
That's supposed to get you a smack.
Work out.
What did you do that made you upset, Marcello, earning the 40?
Hey, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
That's what you had to do?
What?
You had to kiss someone's ass?
I didn't kiss anybody's ass. Kiss my ass, all right?
Mike Shannon that brought you in feels something's upsetting you. And after us talking, I feel that way also, Marcello. I'm not gonna jam you for the jacket. And I'm not here to hurt you in any way. I like you. I can tell you're a good guy. All I'm asking Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do nothing wrong, or that upset you earning that 40 and you're gone.
What is this, Bosnia?
No,
What are you being nice for?
I'm not a perv.
What are you being nice for then? You want me to say something and I could go then? What do you want me to say? What gets you off? Tell me what to say and I'll say it. $40. That's my price, I guess. That's what I'm starting at. That's what he give to me. Tell me what to do.
All right, Marcello. You want to write it instead of saying it?
Only if I could tear it up afterwards.
Here's the sum and substance of it, okay? A sick bastard, he makes a kid masturbate into a plate, and then he works out on it himself.
Makes him do it how?
How?
Does he pay or use force?
Pays. He pays, all right? He pays.
All right. Let me call Cohen.
Yeah, good. Needs some talking to, this guy. He needs some good talking to. Takes advantage of a kid.
Can we get to him?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna discover that from ADA Cohen.
Detective Kirkendall, at what point did you lose custody of the lipstick camera you were operating at the Jane Street apartment and submitted today as People's One?
After Malcolm Cullinan had been arrested, custody of the camera was taken by my brother detectives.
At that point, the tape was still in the camera.
Yes,
And you saw the tape next when?
this morning.
This morning when it was submitted to the court by ADA Costas.
Yes.
Detective, are you competent to represent that the tape that was in the camera when it was last in your possession is the same tape submitted here this morning?
If it shows me doing what I did that night, I'd say it's a pretty good bet.
But we're not betting here, Detective.
Obviously, since the tape hasn't been in my continuous custody since the night of Mr. Cullinan's arrest, I am not directly competent to say it's the same tape.
Are you competent to state that the tape has not been edited or otherwise tampered with during the intervening period?
No, I'm not.
Move to exclude People's One, Your Honor.
Admit People's One, subject to connection.
Detective, do you recognize the contents of this envelope?
Those are the drugs Mr. Cullinan offered me $5,000 to inject in my arm at the Jane Street apartment on April 27th, and which I took from his possession at the time of his arrest.
What, if anything, did you cause to be done to those drugs?
I vouchered them and had them sent to the police lab for analysis.
Do you recognize the initials on the outside of the envelope?
Those are my initials in my hand.
People's Two, Your Honor.
Voir dire on the submission, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
So, as opposed to the tape, Detective Kirkendall, the drugs, which were submitted as People's Two, were in your sole personal custody until the time they were vouchered.
Yes.
Never left your hand.
No.
So if I were to show you on the videotape the people have submitted, a moment during which you lowered the envelope out of camera view, producing it exactly 4.2 seconds later, would it be fair to say that you were the only person who could have switched the envelope containing the drugs Mr. Cullinan has shown offering you, and the envelope whose contents are being submitted here as evidence?
I didn't switch any envelopes.
If anyone switched the envelopes based on People's One, would it be fair to say that that person would have had to have been you?
Sure.
Are you heard later on the same tape accusing Mr. Cullinan of murdering a personal friend of yours and asserting that he's been tricked by your sting operation.
I guess maybe once you're done twisting what I said, it could sound that way.
Move to exclude Peoples 2, Your Honor.
Admit Peoples 2, subject to connection.
Nothing further on this witness, Your Honor.
Witness is excused.
It's not over, is it?
10-minute recess.
Oh, it's just a recess?
Lovely as ever.
Up your ass, Counselor.
I'm Jimmy Mayo, Dolores Mayo's father. Are you the lawyer for my side?
I'm Sylvia Custis, and I guess you could say I'm the lawyer for your side.
How are we doing?
The judge's rulings have all been favorable so far.
Tough morning so far, huh, Cullinan?
Get a bailiff looking at that guy.
You probably shouldn't have any more direct conversation with Mr. Cullinan or his attorney.
No, I just needed to get that off of my chest.
I understand.
Thanks for looking out for my daughter.
All right.
It's an A misdemeanor.
That's a misdemeanor, what the sick perv had him do.
If the kid goes to bat.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Will the kid go to bat?
Being he's too ashamed for speaking, writes what he did on a piece of paper he gets to tear up afterwards. Yeah, I'd voice some reservations, him going to bat. I need to talk to this perv. I need to talk to him.
I can get you a warrant for the guy's place, but you're buying him a lawyer.
Yeah, this should be a private conversation between myself and him.
Thanks, Colin.
Yeah, let me just go talk to this perv, you know, just inquiring generally.
Let me have Greg and James go over with you.
Greg and James are doing 4-to-1s.
Let me call him in early.
Once Greg and James will make fancy.
They're coming in?
He's calling them. I guess they're gonna meet me over there.
You can't go by yourself.
No point you going, one thing.
I got no passion to go.
Whatever breaks with this twisted son of a bitch.
Are we sure the story's right?
He don't make that up, this kid. He don't make that story up. I'm not even gonna tell you the story, but believe me, he don't make that up. Let me tell the boss, have him meet me. Ronald Barrett?
What is it?
Detectives. Your name came up in an investigation. We need to talk to you.
Concerning what?
Let's do it inside. Spare your neighbors your business.
Comfy.
Shouldn't he ask my permission to do that?
He's not going to disturb nothing.
We make sure there's no weapons or so forth before we begin talking to you.
There are no weapons. What is it?
I was looking at your plates.
Yes, I saw. They're washed.
Let's take you into the station house, Mr. Barrett.
On what basis?
On the basis I say you're going. You want to go cuffed or like a gentleman?
On what basis would I be cuffed?
Look in my eyes and say basis again, Mr. Barrett.
I'm coming with you on a voluntary basis.
I'll follow you out, Mr. Barrett. How close you want me?
How close do you want to be?
Hi, Mr. Mayo.
A dealer named Kenneth Priest identified his stamp on the drugs that police found. Kenneth Priest says he sold Cullinan that packet of drugs 4 months ago. That's before my daughter died from drugs Cullinan gave her.
I think the prosecution wants to establish they are the same drugs he gave Dolores, so they can charge him with trying to kill Detective Kirkendall.
He bought his way out of that trouble. He'll buy his way out of this.
Hi, Detective.
What's the holdup?
Kenneth Priest is still testifying.
In what tongue?
Pokey room?
Yeah, put him in the pokey.
All right, down this way.
Hi, Jill. How'd it go in court?
Okay, I think.
You know what Diane is?
I think she's in the John. Can I help?
There's a kid. Got him up in the crib. There's Diane. She knows the background.
Did you grab up the guy?
Yeah, I'm going to the pokey now. He's in there with Greg and James. Can you look in on this Marcello, Diane, that's up in the crib?
I looked in on him a little bit ago.
He give you a big warm greeting?
Yeah, he didn't seem like he wanted any company.
He does.
Sure. Let me go see how he's done.
Or let me see how he's doing before I go talk to this perv.
I'll go.
I got it. He's familiar with my mug. How's Ronald doing?
We were just actually working out what Mr. Barrett likes to be called.
After suggesting I kill myself.
Who said that?
Where in the world did that idea come from?
Talk about an idea from left field.
The feeling you were getting, they were suggesting you take your own life. Do you have any mental illness problems, Mr. Barrett? Any permanent type mental sickness that'd make you feel people want you to do that?
I want you to ask your questions, and then I want to go.
Oh, so we're past that sick feeling you had, what my colleagues were talking about.
Do you have any questions to ask about something specific? A specific incident? Or are you just trying to break my soul?
So we're not past that feeling. You know a boy named Marcello?
And?
And?
Why he says and? Captain Ronald's driving a boat here. Nothing surprises him.
Yeah, Ronald takes that upper crust attitude because he doesn't have to worry about someone putting a bullet in his brain.
Yes, I know Marcello.
You do know Marcello?
Yes.
From where?
I met him in my neighborhood.
What'd you do after you met him?
I've tried to be his friend.
Are you afraid of being struck at all or beaten during this interview?
Obviously, yes.
Don't say again you tried to be his friend.
What do you want? What do you want from me? Do you want me to confess?
Did you do something wrong?
Yes. I tried to do as less I could with my sickness. But I'm too sick. I confess. Do you want me to hang myself in here? Because I'm gonna hang myself in jail anyway. Do you want me to do it here?
No, don't do it here.
Yeah. Death in custody's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but definitely hold that thought about doing it.
Hi, Marcello.
I'm going into the system.
I don't know. I was wondering if I could get you a hamburger or something.
No.
You're not hungry?
Who knows if I'm going into the system?
I don't think you're being charged, Marcello.
So child services.
I guess if we can't track down a family member, child services will put you in temporary foster care.
So yes.
Have you got anyone? An aunt? A grandmother? Marcello's got a brother.
Where?
Find out where my name came up?
Yeah, over here, Tommy. Tommy Parisi.
Yeah, great to see you.
So, Tommy, that smart-ass attitude that runs in your family?
This is about Marcello?
See, but we're a 13-year-old kid, scared out of his mind and down on himself with being ashamed. I expect some smart-ass. Even I'm glad to see it, because it gives him a little protection. With you, that instead of sitting there like a pouty punk who needs to get slapped in the back of the head, ought to be looking out for his little brother. That same smart-ass attitude, that makes me sick.
He's been gone from my place for 3 months, okay? And he's only my half-brother.
What you do with a half-brother gone from your place 3 months, Tommy, you go out and you find him.
Hey, I'm on methadone maintenance, all right? I got problems of my own.
I'm telling you a way to get past your problems. Look out for your little brother. Take care of him. You'll get a reason waking up besides scoring your 8 o'clock dose.
You got a lot of opinions about other people's lives.
Marcello's a good little boy. And far as I know, you're a good person too. Don't let him get put in the system. You looking for work?
The right job, I am.
What's the right job?
Like to learn how to fix televisions?
I got a cousin who'll teach you TVs.
Yeah. He can teach you overcharging, too. Detective Martinez's cousin.
I mean, I'll take him back if that's what you're asking.
Reach out for your brother, Tommy. And we'll reach out for you.
He's upstairs, Marcello.
Laying down conditions to him, Tommy.
A few conditions do Marcello good.
Yeah, give him a little structure.
All his knocking around, he still has love in him.
I'm glad enough we keep him out of the system.
You talked to his brother, great.
Well, James's cousin's TV repair training program, that closed the deal.
Postponement of TV repair is actually his strong suit.
There's an electronics training institute by where I am. I locked some lunatic Canadian up escaping with their files over my roof. The guy runs the place, says he's forever in my debt. James's cousin don't work out. Maybe we can hook Marcello's brother up with some training course over there. Must have been where the owner kept the account books he wants to hide from the IRS. The files I recovered. Oh, brother. Oh, boy.
It's all right.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't say Holy Toledo.
What? What is it? What happened?
I'm going home.
You're going home with Tommy?
Yeah.
You left your jacket, Marcello.
Yeah. I'm leaving it.
Yeah? All right.
You think the cold's never coming again?
That specific jacket I don't want.
You know what? When the weather turns cold, why don't you show up and we'll go shopping for a jacket?
Yeah, okay. And that's a usable jacket, you know.
Yeah. No, we'll take care of it.
Thanks for helping me.
It's the best part of our job.
All right, then.
So I'll call this guy in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely call Detective Martinez's cousin. And any logistical difficulties, you give me a holler, and we always have fallback plans.
Yeah, it's all right, Danny.
No, well, we should probably discuss this a whole other time.
Okay. Let me get the jacket. We can give it to Goodwill.
Sure, go get it. See you later.
How'd they go upstairs?
Good. They left.
Yeah, we saw him walking out.
So he stayed positive with his kid brother, that Tommy?
Yeah, they seem to be hitting it off okay. Anyways, our fallback position's in place.
Night.
Yeah. Night, Diane.
Yeah, good night.
Night.
Night, Diane. Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's okay.
It's nice when something halfway turns out.
Yeah, well, at least that kid gets half a chance.
Of course, the chocolate cherry on top of the baked Alaska. Once he's in the tombs, our friend Ronald makes his promise good, showing off his rope work.
Andy wouldn't be coming back after court, you wouldn't think, right?
Nah, he'll probably testify and then go home.
Anyways, night, Danny.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Thank you.
Don't hang yourself. Try to get yourself some help.
I don't know what the hell you requested another recess for, Sylvia. I was ready to roll. What's this now?
We're holding hands.
Yeah, very productive.
What's our life about?
Hey, for crying out loud.
About Theo and us and living good lives. You're a brave man, and you've worked to make the life we wanted.
You also. A lot more than I have.
At any point in this conversation, have we mentioned James Sinclair?
All right. Point taken.
Walk in the park, Andy.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Forgive my using notes, Detective, to refresh a failing memory. I see it's now 6 years ago that as I questioned you at a hearing convened for the same purpose which brings us here today, the presiding judge rejected as grossly illegal and unconstitutional your methods of securing evidence. I see from my notes he also characterized your attempts to explain and justify your conduct as pitiful.
Yes.
Am I to assume, Detective, that you take the stand and swear your oath here before us today as a changed man?
I'm telling the truth about what happened on Jane Street.
But Detective Sipowicz, didn't you also aver your truthfulness 6 years ago when stating you had not hammered nails into a defendant's automobile tire while he drank espresso in a cafe, so that when the defendant returned to his car to get a jack to fix his flat, you could happen by and satisfy your yen to discover if he had contraband in his trunk?
I'm telling the truth about Jane Street.
But Detective, given your history, given who you are, don't you agree, we would be well advised to take your declarations about Jane Street with a grain of salt?
No.
Your Honor, every minute that Detective Sipowicz spent in the apartment on Jane Street, he was in the company of his lieutenant and 4 other detectives. Now, before ruling on the admissibility of People's 5, would the court wish me to call those men to support Detective Sipowicz's testimony?
Why didn't you call one of the other detectives to begin with?
Because if he didn't testify for the people, you had stated your intention to call my husband, Detective Sipowicz, as a defense witness, gratuitously and simply to embarrass him. Your Honor, Mr. Sinclair tries to lug in part of Detective Sipowicz's past, which is no longer relevant because the circumstances of the present are so uncongenial to his client's case.
Mr. Sinclair, voir dire on this year's events on Jane Street?
As for Ms. Costas imputing to me a try at lugging in the past, Your Honor, I had trusted Detective Sipowicz here to help me with the heavy lifting. But I'm content to wait on enlisting his assistance till a later day. No objections to the admission of People's 5.
Admit People's 5. Court stands adjourned.
Nature calls.
He's gonna get off. He's gonna get declared innocent.
I don't think he is.
I think so. Piss. If you're gonna piss. Get away from the door.
No.
Get away from the door. You've been a friend to me. I've got a gun, John. You're gonna get hurt.
Don't do this to Dolores.
Stay here a minute.
John Irvin's hurt.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
James Mayer shot me. James Mayer. Let's go.
Call 911. This man's been shot.
I mean, am I done?
You are absolutely done. For now.
Grab that guy. He's got a gun.
Yeah, you got a problem here.
Is there an ambulance here? Get an ambulance! Yeah, because I may be hit.
It's not too bad.
Take care of the baby.